Hello everybody, what is today? Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. I am so pleased because I finally got caught up on my videos. I decided to just go ahead and make a big compilation video instead of using all of the individual footage that I made for y'all. And right now I'm dragging my garbage can to the back of the house to clean up the garden. Look at it, y'all. It looks so beat down. This is what it looks like now. The winter garden is being prepared. I need to get rid of all of the extra stuff. I've been pulling out not weeds, but dead plants. And whoa, it is just, it looks so sad. So I need to get rid of all of this kind of dead stuff. I'm not going to do anything with this yet. But I'm going to get rid of all of the dead stuff and put it in the trash. I'm not going to put it in my compost pile because I don't want that stuff potentially harboring disease. But look, I have some things in the ground. It is very late in the year to be doing this, but I have cabbage and cauliflower here. I have mustard greens there. We don't even eat them like that, but that's all I could find at the store at the time. I have collard greens all back here, so I'm definitely not going to have my greens for Thanksgiving. Over here, hi girls, hi. Over here I have broccoli. Oh, it rained yesterday. I need to empty those trays out. But over here I have broccoli behind the artichoke. These tall fuzzy things are artichoke, which I planted last spring. And then over here in the old potato bed, I have more cabbage, kale. No, I don't have cabbage. I have cauliflower and kale, and I think some broccoli. So things are coming together. But overall, it's just like a wasteland, kind of looking like a wasteland. I pulled a lot of stuff up and just left it on the ground. So I need to gather those things up today and put them in the trash. I still have my raspberry hanging on, a mint hanging on, my fig over here, and my blueberry. But by and large, everything is just like a disaster. Okra stalks are still over there. So I need to gather stuff up today and clear it out. Ooh, it poured yesterday all day. So the seedlings that were not ready to be planted yet, I just kind of left them out here. And now they are saturated. Here's me with my headscarf on, braids in my hair. It's all tucked in my hood or in my hoodie. So, plans for right now. What you might be wondering, what on earth are you doing with all these little baby seedlings in the end of November almost? And that is because those seedlings would not grow. If I can find any pictures of them, I'll show you. I was asking the women in my Facebook group, what is going on? Why would my seedlings grow? I started them in September. I just had to restart them over again later in September, and they still were super slow. Even, just wait, my little neighbor boy, he's 7. Even with my grow lights, so they just did not want to grow. So they're just growing now. So that means what I'm gonna have to do is cover them with plastic, which I was gonna do anyway, because I don't have a greenhouse this year, but I do want winter greens, which means that in order for that to happen, they have to be covered in basically like a greenhouse effect. So I'm gonna be covering them with plastic and basically making like 4 low tunnels that are gonna be their home. And that's how I plan on growing my winter greens through this winter. We'll see. Well, y'all, I got a good bit done. I'm really happy. I was able to, I had to kind of split it up and go to Home Depot and Lowe's and buy some more plastic, but I was able to cover my beds. Let me show you. So these were the 2 pieces of plastic that I already had. They're thin. I feel like they're 1 or 2 ply, which isn't great, but they will do for now. And then I went to Home Depot and I bought some 6 ply. It was like $36 for a 10 by 25 foot sheet, and I put that on these last 2 beds. This last bed in the corner was just not long enough, so I bootlegged it and got an old shower curtain and just stuck it underneath, so you can kind of probably see the surface of the other one underneath there. And then I closed it up with a flower pot. Now right now I only have like a brick here and there holding them down. Obviously that's not ideal, but what I'm going for is just kind of a low tunnel setting where some heat is trapped inside. This is the one that was on the longest, and you can see the nice greenhouse effect going on there. The sun has gone away and I think will be gone for the rest of the day, but having these covered up like this is going to enable them to grow with a lovely greenhouse effect. I may cut this because it's really wide, and just cut off this whole section. I think this is like another, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 feet. It's just not that big to do much with, so I hesitate to cut it. But I need more bricks so that I can hold it down more securely. And my bricks are doing things like securing my, you see right here, securing my fence line from rodents. So if y'all remember last year, I had my greenhouse right there. I'll try to insert a picture of it so you can see it. And it was a great greenhouse. It was amazing. But this year, it was amazing, but it was not sturdy enough. And it eventually was destroyed by the wind. So this year, it's my objective to just go on ahead and use the beds that I have prepped for different things already from the earlier season, and to just use them for my greens, my winter greens. I'm bringing y'all to see the girls because you haven't seen them in a while, and everybody's grown up now. Hey, ma'ams. Hello. Hello, hello. I don't have anything for you today. I just wanted people to see you because y'all have all grown up and they didn't get to see that process. But these 4, not that one, that is Raven, that is Lady Featherington, but these 4 were the babies that you saw. Let me see if I can tell who's who. Ooh wee, I need Kalani's help. Hey babies, hey girlies. Unfortunately, we lost Nugget and Hawk. They were the last 2 of our original flock from way back. Lady Featherington and, oh, your beard is so glorious, Raven. So Lady Featherington and Raven are our next 2 from the second group, or actually the third group. And they both have really, well, not Lady Featherington so much, but Raven has a glorious beard. Lady Featherington lays green eggs, and Raven used to lay green eggs, but old girl stopped for a little bit, and now she's putting out kind of blue eggs, and I don't understand it. Then these 4 girls are putting out either medium brown to pink eggs. The pink, I think, is considered like a light brown, but that's what they're doing. They want a snack, but I'm not going to give it to them right now. We have a new door for them, by the way. This one is not an automatic door with the sun. Well, go ahead and focus. Like our last one was. This one is on a timer. And that last one that we had was getting worn out. Like it wasn't working that well anymore. It wouldn't work when it was particularly cold. So we got this new one that is set on a timer. And we have winterized their coop. So that means we put back the covering, and this year Eric insulated it with some foam insulation and then wood on top of that. He screwed those in. So this is covered nicely. Covered up all of the spaces where there are cracks. There is a little gap here where the foam is, and then we leave these open. But yeah, they're insulated pretty nicely for the winter inside of their house. Now during the daytime, they did like to hang out under there last winter. So I may cover that with plastic again. We'll see. It's a totally different layout this year, so it'll be easier. Y'all, look at all the branches that have been, oh God, looks like a tree branch fell in my neighbor's yard and mine. Oh, well, but it's not as much to wrap. So I may do that once it gets particularly cold. Hey girl, there's no more clover, honey. I know. Let me see. There's like barely any clover left. This is what they like. This clover. You're welcome. Okay, so that's a little bit about the little mamas. That's what's going on with us. Oh, here's the okra. I don't know if you can see this tall stuff behind me. This is it here. This here, yeah, these tall branches. I left it so that I could let it go to seed, and I'm probably gonna go ahead and collect those and dry them in the house because I think they've gone as far as they can out here. But yeah, this is the dead looking winter garden, y'all. But I'm still trying to get some life out of it. The dead looking garden that I'm also turning into a fall and winter garden. That's my story. So this looks like a scary place, but this is our storage area where we have canned our stuff over the year. Wonderfulness. And here are our sweet potatoes from the yard that we grew this year. Look at this honker. Wah! So I'm about to get some potatoes because tomorrow is Thanksgiving and I need to do a pie and candied yams. Hello in my hat. So we are making an outdoor kitty shelter. We have some outdoor cats that we like and we feed them. Oh, he's closer. They take care of any rodent situation and sort of give me a warm, happy feeling since I can't have an indoor cat. One, because I'm allergic, but two, because we can't with our landlord current arrangement. So, oh, there he is. So there's Kevin. I can't zoom in, but that's Kevin. And then he has a little sister who I think is walking across the yard. And then a third one who's back at the house. Do you see the three of them in a line? And so we feed them outside, and it's gonna get cold here, so we're making them an outdoor shelter. This is the progress so far. I know this is a little low, but this surface thing is here for the handle, so I'm not going to cover that. And I'm going to make a couple of little strips here and then put one on the lid, and then I'll be done. Okay, so the box is done. It is insulated. There's a little section up there that's not insulated, but I think it'll be okay. And a little section right above here. But I put insulation on the lid and then taped it down. So wait, so let me show y'all. Like, the top is insulated as well. And I keep this under here, and we usually have a neat kind of food set up for them. Our neighbor's cat fathered kittens, and they kind of live over there. So I'm hoping to, they get a can of some wet food that we put on those lids. These are exclusively their feeders. Then we have water and some dry food. And hi, Kevin. Kevin's sneaking over again. Let me get out of the way. They're feral, so he's definitely afraid. If I get a stick and feed him from my porch, he's more willing to come. Let me see if it'll work. So I didn't get that cat to come over, but it's been a few days now since I made the cat box. I think they are liking it. I'm not positive, but they seem to be enjoying it. The garden is going well. It is nicely covered, and I just wanted to wrap up this video and let you guys know that things are going great. Garden's looking better, kitties are happy, and everything's well. So I hope that you guys are going to join us for the next video, and we'll see you next time. Bye.